Hello all. So I made a video back in November about my colonoscopy prep, which mine particularly was movie prep, which was not great whatsoever, as you'll see in my video if you watched it. So I just thought I'd update you on how that went. I had a colonscopy and an upper endoscopy, which I've had 3 endoscopies now, and only that was my first colonscopy. And so I just thought I would update on how all that went. Now, the prep was not great whatsoever. I had to be in a liquid diet for, I think, 16, 17 hours. I don't even remember. I remember on my particular plan, I had to eat really light for that day. They give you a list of foods that you can have, and then I believe after 5, I couldn't have any solid foods anymore. And then my endoscopy and colonoscopy was the next morning. So it took me over an hour just to get to the hospital. So I had to wake up really early. And, the night before I felt fine. I did okay. But because I have stomach problems, me only eating, liquid, no solids or anything, just a liquid diet, affected me the next day. And since I have other health issues, so I was walking all around this huge hospital with a face mask on, even on the outside before I got up there. And so, not having any food in my system or anything, I was feeling pretty sick by the time I got up there to where I need to go, because I was having a hard time finding it as well. And it was a long ways from the car, and then walking all around the hospital trying to find it. So, with the mask on. And so by the time I got there, I was feeling pretty dizzy and kind of sick, and I think it's probably from the lack of oxygen with the mask on the whole time. And they said maybe anxiety, but I don't think so. I think it's just from not eating and then not being able to breathe very good with the mask on. And so anyways, I finally get there and they check me in and everything. And then they asked me a slew of questions by the time they finally get me on a bed and everything. And then they give me an IV and they give me fluids, which made me feel a little bit better. So they wheeled me back there to the room, and then they told me that they was going to inject the medicine to my IV and said it might burn a little bit. And they did. And it didn't really burn at the IV side. It actually burned like in my chest and stomach. It was really weird. And I can remember even my throat was burning, and by the time it got to my head, I was out. The room kind of spun, and then that was the last thing I remember. I was out, and I woke up, and I felt really, really heavy, like I was drugged. And they asked me how I felt, and I said, drugged. And so I got up, and then when I was able to walk around, my mom had to help me to the bathroom and everything. So everything just felt so heavy, like I was paralyzed or something. And luckily it wore off pretty fast. And I was able to leave within probably about 30 minutes, maybe even less than that. I don't really remember. And then after that, the rest of the day I was okay. I was a little bit tired and still felt a little bit sick, but I did okay. And the verdict in my case is I have chronic mild gastritis. So, in my colonoscopy was cleared, so nothing, they didn't really find anything, which my PCP diagnosed me with BAM since I had my gallbladder removed back in 2011. So, that was my verdict, and I hope for the ones going through it, you'll get through it. Just hang in there. The prep is the worst part, in my opinion, which everybody else I've talked to will tell you the same thing. So that's always what I've heard. But it's good to know, and at least you'll feel better after you finally get the test done. So if you're going through all that, good luck, and it'll be okay. Hang in there. Take care.